Xavia Fox.
Fox show's gonna be on the red carpet doing her Xavia Fox red carpet thing.
Hey, everybody. Yeehaw! Oh, you can't win if you're not in the game. Give me a beat. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Xavia Fox Talks, and I am your host, Xavia Fox. Today, we're doing something special. Now, as you know, I do different projects and things. I'm always into something. Sometimes you can talk about different topics and subjects and asking questions, but those are all leading to a bigger picture. So what I did, because so many of you have said there's no good women, there's no good men, but as I go through this journey in life, I run into lots of good women and lots of good men, and somehow you guys are just all missing each other. So you know, my passion is love. I want everybody to be in love. I want everybody to find that special someone, you know, all that kind of stuff, because we all know I have my special someone. So I decided to start a matchmaking service. And I don't have a name for it, but it's just personal matchmaking. There's a screening process that you have to go through, a questionnaire that's very detailed, and it finds out who you are, what you're looking for, how you were kind of raised, what your beliefs are. It really goes into depth into who your being is and what you want and need, where you desire to be in life as far as love, relationships, family, that kind of thing. I'm not looking for your business ventures, though I do ask you if you're a consumer or an investor. Which one are you? A consumer. So I started the matchmaking service. It's personalized matchmaking. It's not singles events, okay? There's not a singles event where a bunch of single folks come in and you take a chance, or maybe you might meet somebody, or maybe you're not going to meet somebody. We have what is called mixers. At the mixer, the screening process has already been gone through, and you've already been matched with someone who's looking for the same thing you're looking for as far as long-term relationship or marriage goals. They're also looking for someone just like you. It's already been determined that you have things in common: religion, number of kids, the desire to have kids, all that type of stuff. So the mixer is not a singles event where you take a chance. The mixer is all about chemistry, because I can do all the left brain logical stuff, but chemistry is something that has to come from within. So what I decided to do was ask a couple of the participants if they would be willing to have their experience followed by the show. So you can see exactly how this matchmaking process works firsthand. So today, and let me just mention, you guys know my foundation is he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So we're not finding men for women to chase. We are finding the women that the men are looking for. And on that note, let me introduce Bachelor number 1. All right, so I'm sitting here with Bachelor number 1 for the matchmaking service. Now, I must say, ladies, at the end of the conversation, if you find yourself interested in Bachelor number 1, you have to go through me. You'll go through the same screening process as anyone else. If you're on Facebook, just friend me. And if not, you can email me at xavierfox1@yahoo.com, but there's a screening process. I already know what he's looking for, see. So he doesn't have to look for it. He can just chill and bop through life, and I'm going to bring everything to him. So, Bachelor number 1.
Yes.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, I'm good. So are you excited about this process?
I am. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. So what made you decide to go ahead and, try it out?
Just because I really haven't been finding what it is that I seek. I mean, to just put it in a nutshell, it's just a lot of women. I mean, sometimes you can tell ulterior motives, and some of the ulterior motives that I can sense, they come across rather strong and instead of subtle. And it's just, most of their motives aren't my motives. So I'm just looking for someone where we share similar motives, values, and things of that nature.
Wow, ulterior motives.
Yes.
That's a good thing to bring up.
Yes.
So you guys run into ulterior motives?
Let me see. Okay, you have no kids. You have decent gray hair. Let's move forward with this. I'm like, wait a minute, you really don't know that. So how can we move forward if, So those type of things really scare me rather than pull me in closer.
Okay.
You know?
So they figure that you're a prime candidate to make some babies.
Exactly.
No baby mama drama, you just come free, huh?
Right, and I'm pretty sure that baby mama drama will ensue if I went down that road, but that's not a road that I want to go down.
Right, right. So have you ever been married before?
Never been married, no children.
Well, so what other ulterior, besides the one that you use as a baby making machine, what other ulterior motives have you run into?
Finance, you know, materialistics, which is good to have certain things in life. But for me, the necessities are always a plus. Anything above the necessities are always a plus. So, it seemed like a lot of vultures I come across. Let me put it together.
Wow.
So, and that's no disrespect to them, but it's just, that's how it comes across.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, I guess you are a prime candidate for that. No exes, no kids. So everybody feels like your finances is just free and open, right?
Right. So,
except for you.
right. And it's just like, get to know me first. Don't measure up everything else. Let's see how everything else falls into play.
Right.
You know, a lot of people are on the time schedule. So.
Well, yeah. Well, it was sick because I know how old you are, and you're still actually on the younger end. Not too young because you have to be at least 30 to be part of the matchmaking group. But it would seem that the women you would meet would still be in, they're mid-20s, mid to late 20s. So it shouldn't be too much biological clock stuff yet, right?
Actually, well, the women that I meet probably have been mid-30s and older. So.
Oh, so you like older women?
I'm not saying that's what I like, but
that's just what.
That's just how things have been working out.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me, what makes you believe you're ready for a relationship?
I've been single for a long time. I went through a very trying relationship, so I know what it takes to be in a relationship. It takes a lot of communication, dedication, honesty. It takes a lot for that to take place, and I think that I have everything else accomplished in my life, but except that area. Okay. And if I can just get past the initial stage of feeling like cattle sometimes, I guess.
Wow.
Whatever, as it relates to a woman's desire to, hey, let's get this show on the road tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
When I find someone that's a little bit more complimentary of me, then I think things will probably move along a little bit better.
Okay. So what's some of the things you look for in a woman? Physically, mentally, spiritually, intellectually, emotionally?
Well, guys, so I'm always going to start with physical.
Okay.
That's first thing. Men are by sight beings. So
very, very visual.
Yes. We like what we see.
I have one of those. Very visual.
Just to keep it simple though, I'm looking for someone that presents himself well. I don't particularly like unclassy women, but I don't like overclassy women. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't want stuffy.
I don't want stuffy.
You don't want the stuffy bougie, but
I'm not looking for anyone that feels they're too good to do it.
Right.
And they're too cute to walk out, and, or too pretty to rival me in the drop top or something like that.
Ooh, that's fun stuff.
All right. I just like for someone that enjoys.
Get on the back of the bike.
Yes. I don't have a bike, but I know how to ride. But in reality, that's not a necessity. But it is, just someone that's open-minded rather than closed-minded. So I don't want someone that's too much. I don't want someone that's not enough. I want someone that's that falls right in the middle as far as their personality, who they are, and how they carry themselves.
Okay. So. This is like you asking too much. So what about mentally, emotionally, intellectually?
Emotionally, to be honest, I tend to shy away from people that are overly emotional. I think first, and then I react emotionally. And that's been another one of my downfalls. A lot of people I've met more so react emotionally before anything, and that kind of frightens me too. Because, I'm a level-headed person. I try to be level-headed, but it's hard to bring someone to being level-headed if they are overly emotional. I find it very hard for me and difficult. So, as far as that entails, just like someone that's real round.
Right. What about spiritually? Are you really into church? Are you into meditation? Are you chanting the rain, something with
In reality, I am spiritual by means of God. I believe there is a higher being. I believe in God. I don't actually make it to church better. However, I have this rationale that the person I'm with will make sure that I find time to worship God.
Oh, so you look for somebody to actually help you grow in that area?
Well, yes, exactly. Help me grow. Not make me grow.
Right.
Exactly.
Help you grow.
Yes. You said
nobody can make you do anything.
Exactly.
We're all grown. You can't change a person. You can't make them. You can only help them grow in areas that they want to grow in.
That's right.
And sometimes you can show them areas that they want to grow in that they didn't know they wanted to grow in before.
Right.
You know, that's exposing someone. That's, you know.
And it takes an open-minded person to be able to perceive that.
Right. Two people interested in growing together want to know, so what are you bringing that I don't already know? Because it's cool to learn new stuff. You know?
Right.
I started all those debates on my page all the time. I learn something every day. I'm just like, even if I just learn that somebody's an idiot, I still learning something.
It's something to learn.
Yeah, it's something to learn. Like, okay, that person's an idiot. Okay, tell me, what do you think are components for a lasting marriage?
Components for a lasting marriage would have to be fidelity, spirituality, finances, honesty, just an overall understanding of each other. And I think that really helps. I've never been married, so I can only speculate.
Right. But you've had a relationship, so interacting with people, you know, the marriage part is really about commitment to that person.
Right.
And that happens long before you actually spend all the money on the wedding or, you know, sign a piece of paper or whatever people think, you know, getting married is.
Right.
The marriage actually happens in your heart long before all of that crap happens. It should anyway.
Right.
If it doesn't, you work a little backward there. So you do want to be married though?
Yes, eventually. I believe in marriage, I believe in love, although I do have a varying source of friends. Some of them aren't married or have been married and are pretty much, it's a bad taste in their mouth. Others are married and have been married. I believe in marriage. Just because statistics show X, Y, and Z doesn't mean I'm statistic. I believe that you can do anything you put your mind to as well as make a long-lasting marriage. It takes the chemistry.
The chemistry. That's what we're going to work on at the mixer. I don't have pictures up at the top. The first thing that I do is just compare who you are, who they are, what they're looking for, what you're looking for, your interests and all that kind of stuff. So it just meshes on paper. It makes sense on paper. It just makes sense. The chemistry part is the exciting part. Actually, you know, when you're in the room with that woman and you're drawn to one of them like, oh, I like that one. Well, she already matches what you're looking for because you already told me what she needs. And they answered, that's why I do ask what you're looking for. You filled out that questionnaire.
Yes.
But there's stuff that I ask you about, just describe yourself. So I just let you tell me about you. And that tells me a whole lot about, you know, what the other person needs to be as well.
Right.
You know, so your core values overlap. That's what I'm looking for. The core values, the morals, the standards, you know. You have some, I said, do you want more kids? Some people had an emphatic, big giant no in capital bold letters. You know,
right.
So I'm not going to put that person with somebody that says, maybe.
Right.
You know, the no's all go together.
Right.
Like, I did have one guy that said no. And then I had one lady that said she can't have kids anymore. So that would work well. He don't want none, she can't have none. We all good. We got that part going on. I mean, of course, there's other components, but those things work well together.
Definitely. I guess I can elaborate. Me, as far as not having children right now at this point in my life, I would like children. However, I've already given it thought, like, it's really not my call, it's God's call. So whether I have kids or not, you know, that's up to the man upstairs.
Yeah, I actually remember that from your questionnaire.
Right.
You were like,
I'll let you know my answers were honest.
Yes, because you said it again.
Right.
Unless you just memorize, I don't have to
No,
memorize.
not at all.
This guy is a practical joker.
Oh, no.
I've known him for a couple of years now, and last year he tried to get everybody real good, but I knew. He sent out this invite for engagement party. And I'm like, right. Well, let me ask you this, and I believe I know what your answer is going to be, but do you consider yourself a good man, and what makes you a good man?
Well, of course I consider myself a good man. If I wouldn't, then who would? I think what makes me a good man is sometimes when you're growing up, what you go without is something that you really desire to have, not just for yourself, but for your family. And I didn't have the together, complete family for a certain period of my life. For part of my life, you know, my father was over here, my mother was over there. To me, you know, I wanted that happy family. And I think that that is what I seek for myself and for my children, if be it, or wife. So that's pretty much, I guess, I hope that answers the question. What makes me, oh, I didn't answer that one. Oh, okay. What makes me a good man? Availability, or the opportunity to pretty much make my schedule or design my schedule around that person.
That's important.
So I travel a lot, but sometimes if you actually do the math on it, I'm gone 3.5 days out of the week, and I'm home 3.5 days a week. So I'm sure within that time I can, you know, be able to spend quality time with the person that I would like to get to know, or you know, or we go from there. Okay. So, but what also makes me a good man is I'm a thinker. I'm not just a doer. I just don't react and do things. I think about everything. Maybe sometimes I overthink, but at least I give it considerate thought, and I'm considerate. I have values. I know how to open the door for a woman. I know that actually I do that for every woman, including my mother. So I'm a gentleman. So that makes it yes, it is. So there's so many different qualities. Like to really list them and name them, I would probably be here for hours. So.
Oh yeah. Tell me, what is the meaning of commitment to you?
The meaning of commitment, once it's established, that's the key word. Once it's established.
Now, I'm just going to jump in right here, because I hear you saying that, and that's like a big thing I hear men talk about all the time, is women assume a relationship when the man has not said this is what I'm doing. He's not committed to it.
Speak on that.
Okay.
Would you like me to go?
Yeah, go to that.
Okay.
Sometimes what you think commitment is.
Sometimes it's more or less you're getting to know someone, and I guess it's a term that not too many people are familiar with if they're still hanging on to somewhat of the older traditions. In today's society, when you're actually dating someone, you're getting to know that person. Hopefully, you're measuring them against what it is that you seek for yourself. But somewhere in between that process, this person, maybe after 2 or 3 dates, and they probably went well. One person, I've done it myself, so I can't just blame it on the lady. One person may seem to start envisioning a relationship occurring from that. They start depleting the people that other people that they may be dating or getting to know. They may start cutting those relationships off, and then without even having a conversation, or seeing if the other person's on the same playing field. And then what ultimately happens is it may not work out, and that person that let everything go on you know, everyone else that they were getting to know, now they're pretty much alone and have no options. And if they try to reach out to the same people that they told that, you know, I'm seeing someone, then it probably wouldn't prosper anymore.
Yeah, like, so, no, you were seeing someone.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes you get that. So when I say that I'm ready, you know, these are the qualities that I say, you know, I have dated other people, multiple people. In dating, there's a difference between dating and exclusive dating. So, you know, when you're dating, you're just getting to know that person, and there should be an open line of communication. And I don't think the first line, where is this going, should come out of either's mouth. But hey, this is how I'm feeling. I would like to see, you know, this should be a conversation more so than a question of intent, and just, you know, I believe in just letting certain things fall in place, because the more you try to manipulate, the more you force it, the more it does not fit. So
If it don't fit, don't fix it. That was a song. I might have to use that as my theme song. All right, tell me your thoughts on black love and the state of the black family.
My thoughts on black love and the state of the black family. Well, black love is always good. The reason why most people can relate to the struggle of the African American community. The state of it now, that's a good question. To me, I come from a diverse family, I have different nationalities, so I'm able to interact with family members that are not all African American. So, I mean, it gives me a different view on it, but I do believe in the struggle. I do understand that there is a struggle, and that when you're in a relationship, I don't think anything else matters. I think it's just all about you and that other person. So what everyone else thinks outside of your relationship should remain outside of the relationship. And I say that to say that black love, where it is today, is wherever the people that are in love are at with it. So I know it's kind of like going around the actual answer, but that's the best that I can come up with, I think.
What about the state of the black family? Do you have any thoughts on that with 70% of black kids being raised in single parent families?
I think that's unfortunate. And I say that because
unfortunately, you haven't contributed to that.
Yes. Well, I have not contributed to that. Not that I know of. But in all fairness, I was a product of a separated family. So I don't want that for any of my offspring. So where it is, I think a lot of men need to step up. And I know a lot of men are stepping up. And I know sometimes the person that they've decided to actually have children with may not be cooperating. So, I mean, it's a lot of anger and hostility with the different sexes in certain areas. If people can just remove their own personal self from that and focus on their child or the family that they're trying to have, even if it's a diverse family of stepfathers and stepmothers, whatever the case may be, if people just focus on the importance of that relationship, which would have to be the children, I think the statistics will actually turn in a different direction, a better, more progressive direction.
That sounds good. Well, it sounds like you are definitely, one of those guys that would be a good man. And that sounds, those are some good single men. You ladies say you can't find any good men. I think that I've dug one up from somewhere. Actually, I have about 40 of them, and the majority of them have gone through the screening process, so they are confirmed. I put my stamp of approval on them. So it is just a matter of, have you submitted your application? Have you gone through the screening process yet? This is just one of many gentlemen, and on tomorrow's show you will meet another of our bachelors, bachelor number 2. See, that's not deuces this time, it's bachelor number 2. See the difference here. And I'd also like to thank Hampton Inn, because we film here in the lounge at Hampton Inn. They have beautiful rooms here and such a great staff. I have to send a shout out to Janelle. Hey Janelle. She's just great over here. You come in and she's just gonna hook you up. She's a wonderful person. So any noises you might hear in the background as well, it's because they are gracious enough to let us use the facility, and they still have to get work done. So you have to excuse a little sound for now. But thanks for tuning in to Xavia Fox Talks. And if you are interested in Bachelor number 1, get in touch with me via Facebook. And also, if you are a bachelor and you're interested in finding Mrs. Right, or Mrs. Possibly Right, or Mrs. Good Friend, then give me on Facebook as well, or email me at XaviaFox1, that's XaviaFox, the number 1 @yahoo.com. And I would love to be a part of helping you find that one. So, until tomorrow, peace. I love the controversy. Whenever I start talking, it just sets people off.